So I got a very interesting / exciting text message from Tommy. It was last night, and he's like, hey, I have a bunch of purses. Would you be interested in picking them up? And he sent me some pictures. You guys, yes. So that's where I am today. We're gonna pick up these bags, we're gonna take them home, we're gonna add it up, and just each one by one talk about their value and all that exciting stuff. So come with me. Here's the door. Wanna get in? Here you go. Here, Crewy, this way. Hi. 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 How's it going? The whole family's here. They don't have school today, so, but I'm like, you know what?
Drew, how are you?
Can you say hi? Do you remember Tommy from when you were a baby?
When you were a baby?
That's a nice sweater.
No, thank you.
That is very cool.
Thank you. But
Yeah,
man.
you always have the best fits.
No, thanks.
Okay, should we see the bag?
Let me show the bag.
I'm so excited. Okay, very cool. Ooh, you got some shoes?
Yeah.
Oh
we
my
had
gosh, I gotta look.
Shoe sale.
Oh, $3?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Only shoes, $3.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna have to look at those. I told myself just not. I can't stay because of the kids. I'm like, okay, I can't stay too long. Ooh, awesome. Okay, that is so. And those are 30 bags.
Check it out. Yeah, check it out.
Okay, okay. And
Yeah,
we
check
can.
it out.
I trust you, so like
yeah,
I
I
don't
like
doubt.
it
And the
too.
pictures looked really good. So
I can give you something to. We can do a 30.
yeah, 30 each is great. I think that's totally fair. For like, and I'll have to look.
Yeah,
We've got Coach. We've got Dooney. And there's like the backpacks are very cool too.
Yeah.
So like even because some are probably like worth more than others, but it'll all even out with.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can Venmo you if that works.
Yeah.
Before I do, can I look at the
Yeah,
shoes?
check it out.
Okay, I can't help myself. I'll leave this here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not gonna be too distracted. I can't. So much good stuff. Very cool. So did you get those in California?
Yeah.
Like you just got like the whole.
2 weeks ago.
This is from the 80s, and this could be like 300.
300. Yeah.
Yeah, which is
Bye
very
bye.
cool.
A lot of people say, hey, how my friends? Oh,
It's mine.
That
Sorry.
one and this
I
one
might
too.
keep this one too. Like the Gucci.
The
I'll have the
Gucci
Gucci glasses, and I'll have this cool purse.
so
But yeah.
this one and that one, the cold
Yeah. So
one.
yeah. Okay, so we'll do. What is that?
29.
870 for these. Okay, perfect. Yep, I'll Venmo you, and then. Okay, so I'm just gonna look at the shoes real quick, and I do see some on clouds. Oh, they're a little beat up. Okay, I don't have time to look things up, so I'm actually blind grabbing quite a bit of this. These are Via. They just look really nice. Calvin, would you guard my bag and everything over there? Oh, sorry, those are mine. Sorry. Those are my, yeah, no, you're good. I know, they're just kind of sitting there. I'm going to get these shoes as well. So, yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I can put those in the bag
Oh,
for you.
thank you. Okay, perfect. And I'll grab my bag. Okay, very cool. All right, yeah, let's take a look. You want to stay with me?
No, Mama.
You want to walk with me? We're going to go really soon, mister. Ooh.
This is a Dior tails.
Whoa! Oh my gosh. Those are
I can do
so
better
cool.
price for you.
Yeah, well, what? Yeah, just you're so fair. You just tell me the price and I'll pay. But these are so
For me, looks real because
Yeah.
the tag was like 20, probably like 600 or 700.
Yes.
Retail.
Yeah. These look very good, and you can usually tell. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
check some comps.
Okay. Oh, for 70. Okay. Okay. I will totally look up some comps, but these are
I
very
want
cool.
to check in the for 200 anyway, but check.
Oh, okay. Okay. I will.
Check
I will
some
double check.
Red Wing. I don't know.
Red Wing. Yes, we
know.
love Red Wing. Yeah, these sell really. These are great boots. Yeah. So I'm happy to
No,
pay.
check it out. some
Okay.
comps in-
I want to make sure. Well, I want to
Yeah,
make sure
sure.
I take care of you because you take care of me
No.
all the time. So I want to make. I'm more than happy to be fair. All right, look at all of these bags. We're back home. We're in my office. I also have all of those shoes that I got from Tommy. I couldn't help myself. I had to peek at the $3 shoes because he was having a huge $3 shoe sale, as you guys saw. And I didn't have time in the moment to look up comps because my kids were with me and it was a little chaotic. And I just basically was running in there looking for the purses. I was gonna just check a couple things and then head home. So first of all, with the shoes, I wanted to talk about that. Actually, let's talk about the cost. Tommy paid up for these, and he was in California when he messaged me, and he was like, would you want them? And he gave them to me close to his cost, so I wasn't about to like try to haggle. And plus, Tommy always gives me a super fair deal, and there's some purses in here that are worth a lot of money, at least I think, but we'll find out together. I paid $30 per bag. So we have all of these are vintage Dooney & Burke or vintage Coach made in the USA from the 80s or 90s. And we're gonna look up comps, we're gonna clean them up a little bit. I have, this is like my favorite leather cleaning product. It is Allen Edmonds leather conditioner and cleaner. And then the only shoe polish that I use, or leather polish that I use, which works great on bags, is the Allen Edmonds quick dry shoe polish. I use this, and I'm gonna show you, it's like magic. I use this on the purses and on shoes that need it. For example, these Danskos here, these are the Dansko Thea clogs, worth great money, $50, paid $3. These will sell for around 40 to 50, probably closer to 50, but you can see that the toe has some wear on it, and I knew though when I saw these, I'm like, that's easy to fix. Super easy to fix actually. So we're gonna do that. But yeah, I have 29 of these bags, and I need to kind of go through them. I blind bought all of this, so we're just gonna have to add it up together and figure it out together and almost do like a mystery unboxing with you, because I genuinely just had to guess when I bought all of this that it would be worth it. So before we jump into the value of the bags, I wanted to let's take you over to my little cleaning station, and I'll show you how I'm going to kind of clean them up and make them look pretty before they are listed. So we're gonna try this. I got this off of TikTok Shop, don't judge me. I actually am rarely on TikTok, but I was like, ooh, I could actually use this for content creation. You put it against pretty much any hard surface and it will stick. And so I'm gonna put my phone here so I can film like a point of view looking down while I talk and clean up. All right, so I'm sitting here, hi. Trying to adjust the camera so we can see both. And I've got the above view shot going. First things first, we're gonna take, if something's kind of dirty, has some dirt on it, like this leather, I have, one of my favorite leather cleaners is this Angelus Easy Cleaner, and that's safe for suede, leather, Gore-Tex, nubuck. It's pretty much safe on everything. And we're just gonna try to get some of this dirt on the base out. Even if you kind of get it wet, that's cool. And what we're gonna do is wipe it off and dry it as soon as it's mostly clean. And this works surprisingly well. It gets, like, you know, I'm not looking to get every single like area of patina or, you know, wear off, because that's, I think, part of the appeal of these bags is they are vintage looking and they have that patina on them. And if I see too like some areas of leather coming up, we can glue that down, try to fix that and make it just look as nice as possible. But yeah, so I'm gonna clean these, and once you're done, you just take a clean cloth and you wipe it. It is important before you put any kind of like polish or leather conditioner on these products that you clean them really well too, so that does give like the best result once you are, you know, done with that. So we're gonna clean these up. I just have like a towel here, a clean towel, because I'm gonna be doing a lot of these. And we're gonna, gently, again, I'm not scrubbing super hard. I'm just trying to get some of that dirt off. And once this dries, you'll see that it is much, much cleaner and it looks much better. And it'll just be that much easier to photograph. You can see that we have like a little pen mark. I'm gonna see if I can kind of gently get that away. Ink is a little bit trickier. I'm also gonna kind of focus on these little tabs here. But yeah, even with the ink mark, it is coming out and it'll look really pretty, especially like with the oils of the leather conditioner. Like it's a very soft and supple type like lotion. You will notice that it'll help pick up those ink stains or any little like discolorations on the sides of the bags. You know, I am going to clean these and be meticulous about them because I do want to charge a good amount for them with the trust that because they're cleaned, because they're conditioned and taken care of, they'll sell for a little bit more and the buyer likewise will be super happy with them. So that is the goal. You know, especially with these bags, I want them to be beautiful. Assuming any of you guys want to buy them, I want them to be in the best condition possible so that we can all be happy. So this Dooney bag has definitely seen better days. But I do think that the cleaning and the conditioning, if I can get this camera looking, I think it'll look really good. Gently with the toothbrush, my cleaning, my specific leather cleaning toothbrush, used for nothing else, I promise. And we're just gonna see if we can get some of that dirt out. And the patina is really pretty. If you can get the dirt off, it actually ends up looking really beautiful with all of the conditioner and polish on it, it starts to look really lovely. So I think we're not going to have a problem with any of these bags having too much wear, because we're going to fix it. I'll show you. So yeah, these are going to be really pretty when they're done. We're going to let it dry, but once it's dry, we should see a pretty significant difference. The base actually looks pretty good on this bag. Why do I love doing this? I genuinely just love, like, whenever I'm in the zone with cleaning shoes, cleaning bags, I like seriously actually love it. I get so much satisfaction from like the after. I don't know. I'm weird. It's fine. Looking good. On to the next. So what I think this one in particular, this Dooney & Burke bag, would benefit from actually, especially on the corners, because I think it's a little beyond just what the magic of polish can do, is I have, again, none of this is sponsored. This is just like, these are the products I just actually have in a closet and I use. This is leather paint. We only use leather paint on leather because the Angelus leather paint is very good for leather products. It's very supple, so even like when things bend, it won't flake off, and I've had excellent success with it in the past. So I'm going to be using it on some of these corners where it's just a little bit, you know, rougher than just what normal polish can get. And then after I kind of blend it in, I'm going to use polish on top of the leather paint, and it'll look beautiful, I promise. So we're going to work on that. This is just another way we can add that extra touch and make it look as professional as possible. I can handle just a straight black purse, and we can make it look very pretty. These Coach bags especially, we're going to be so careful with. I am still going to use the leather cleaner, but I'm going to be just extremely gentle with this toothbrush. I saw this guy, there's an incredible influencer, I don't know his name, I'm going to go find it though, and I'll post the video here, who very gently cleans, I think just mostly vintage Coach bags. He'll just clean them, condition them, make them look beautiful. He doesn't use polish on them at all. And with these, I don't think I'll use polish. I'll just condition because they're not really supposed to be shiny. They're supposed to be more matte and have this patina. But we can at least get some of this dirt off and make them look as beautiful as we can. So that is the goal. Definitely, because these are the expensive ones, the most expensive ones. From my limited knowledge of Coach bags, these are on the pricier side. So we want to be gentle, and we want them clean, and we want them beautiful in excellent vintage Coach condition. So that's the goal here. But yeah, I'm going to work on these just, again, very gently, no polish. We're just going to try to get the dirt off and then condition them. All right, I have officially cleaned, leather lotioned, leather conditioned all of these bags. I wanted them to be as beautiful as possible because you'll see that the comps do vary, and the reason that they vary is because they depend on the condition of the bag. So if I can make these as nice as possible, the condition absolutely matters. And while I was cleaning these bags, I noticed a couple of them are missing either the handles, so that will affect the value, but that's okay. I think we're still gonna get top dollar. The reason I'm in a different outfit as well is because cleaning these took me a lot longer than I thought. Actually, I found it quite therapeutic. There is something about bringing life back into beautiful vintage bags that just makes me have more life. We have some beautiful Coach bags, we have beautiful Dooney & Burke, and I wanted to first go over like, what is the deal with both of these brands? Dooney & Burke was founded in 1975, and I remember my mom had a Dooney & Burke green bag with the duck on it, and I always wondered, like, what is it with the duck? Why does it have the duck charm? And the reason is when they were founded and they started to make women's bags, they called it all-weather leather. Just like water runs off a duck's back and ducks are completely resistant to water, their leather is also resistant to water, so it will not be damaged by water. These are very durable bags, which they do stand the test of time because of, you know, their condition. These are all vintage, made in the USA from like the 80s or 90s. They are in still very nice condition. So that speaks volumes about the quality of these bags and the craftsmanship. I wanted to talk as well about like, why are Coach bags so expensive? Because Coach bags, vintage Coach, like the ones I have here, are even more expensive than the Dooney & Burke. So the reason that Coach bags, even like this, they're just so simple. Like I said before, the one that I got at the thrift store not so long ago sold the next day for $112. So these are very sought after, and they're very like well known to look like this. And I saw a thread on Reddit that was like, you know, is Coach the original quiet luxury, because someone would carry this very, you know, simple bag around and you wouldn't even know. There's nothing obvious about it other than, I guess, a little charm that it's like Coach, but these are worth like $300. But as I was cleaning these bags, the leather is so soft and supple and so like well made. These bags are popular for a reason. They stand the test of time. They are beautiful. They go with everything, and these little turn locks are just, again, a very like classic symbol that it is a Coach bag. So there's this guy, I think it's Tanner Leathersmith, but he takes apart luxury bags and he tells you what the pieces of the leather are worth, and the construction of the leather. Is it good leather? What's the quality? And he'll often deconstruct like very expensive bags. And once he like gets down to the actual leather, he's like, this isn't worth what you're paying. You know, you're paying for the logo, you are not paying for the leather. So he took apart and deconstructed a vintage Coach bag, and he found that the leather held up very well and was very beautiful. The craftsmanship was very beautiful. And he said that like, even though this bag was what, $180 in the 80s or maybe early 90s, it's held up so well that it's absolutely worth it. It's such good value. It holds up so well decades later. And that's why it's so sought after. So, okay, that's our little history lesson, but let's start adding up these bags. So I need to look up all my comps because I looked up comps just so I could be more prepared for this video. Right here, let's start with this one. This is the Coach, it's from the 80s, a vintage Coach saddle reed bag. And back then, Coach and Dooney and Burke even modeled these women's bags after like saddle bags. There was a lot of equestrian inspiration, so this is a saddlery bag. I do see a sold comp on Etsy for $288. On eBay, it's between $200 to $300 depending on condition, sometimes even more. I see listings around $350. So because this one is in such beautiful condition and, you know, we have solid brass, we have such good craftsmanship here, it's beautiful. I think I'm gonna list it for around $350 and we will see what offers roll in. So this bag here is a Dooney & Burke. It's like a shoulder bag, but it has that crossbody strap and it is larger. We love that. It's in such good condition. It's so pretty. I don't know, as far as like Dooney & Burke, is the green, I think from what I'm seeing, the green pebble leather is more sought after than like the more standard colors. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm kind of seeing comps wise. So the fact that this is a beautiful hunter green and it's got this like, I think they call this leather like camel or peanut butter even. And yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. This bag, I see listings around $150. That's probably what I'll list it at. And again, with all of these, I'm listing them high and we're gonna see what offers roll in because I did pay up for these bags. This right here, this beautiful Coach flapped pocket bag, I see a listing on eBay or is it Poshmark for $500. I'm like, nah, it's too high. Or hey, you know, I could be wrong. Maybe there's like some value in this that I don't understand. But from what I'm seeing as far as sold comps, this is a vintage Coach city bag in camel. And it's, again, absolutely beautiful. Like beautiful condition, supple. We were able to get any like little markings out, so it looks beautiful. And what I've seen too on like Reddit and on TikTok is that because Y2K is so popular right now with Gen Z and like all those vintage trends are coming back, these bags are, Gen Z is making them very popular again. And so that's another reason why they're so sought after. But I see a vintage Coach city bag, a sold comp for $200. I think in this condition, I'll probably list it around $300. And again, we'll see what comps come in. Considering that very small crossbody that I found sold for over $100, I think this one being larger can sell for a little bit more. So we'll see what happens with that. It's so cute. It's really tempting to keep one of these, but I have such a hard time keeping the nice ones for me because I'm like, I want to get the dollar value. As I was cleaning these bags and like looking at them, I was like, if there's one I would keep, red is my favorite color, and I'm like, this is so cute and little. I don't like huge bags. I like little bags. I like ones that just can kind of fit my phone and my wallet and we're done. And so this was the one where I was like, I might keep this one for a while, or at least what I do a lot of times is like I will price something really high, like kind of unreasonably high, and then I will just hold on to it, and if it sells for that amount, then I will sell it, but if not, I'll just kind of use it until I bring down the price. So that's a sneaky way that I can kind of keep some stuff. But yeah, this is so pretty. I cleaned up that brass and I think this might be mine for a little bit. But if I were gonna sell it, let's go ahead and add the value to it. I think this would sell for around $75. That's my guess. I don't see red super often with the Dooney and Burke, but it's in beautiful condition, and I think 75 is fair. This right here is the Coach Madison Satchel. They re-released this on the Coach website. But this is the authentic vintage made in USA version, and it's absolutely so cute, so beautiful. I see people online calling it like a Speedy, which I think is technically Louis Vuitton has the Speedy, but it's kind of like that. It's just this little cute satchel. This Madison satchel should sell for between $100 and $200. Because it's in such beautiful condition, I'm going to try to price it probably closer to like $150, between $150 and $200, because I just think it's so darling. So very excited about that one. This right here is called the Coach Waverly Tote. It's really small, like the small Waverly tote with this cute little buckle here. It has the charm on it, and it's so cute. I see comps for this bag around $200. So again, Coach just goes for a lot. Vintage Coach. You want to keep your eyes peeled for that. So the leather is so beautiful, so supple, made in USA. I'm gonna aim for around $225 because that's where I see the comp. And again, we'll see what offers roll in. This right here is called the Dooney and Burke Norfolk Dome bag. And it's so cute, as well as the charm. It has the purse handles. This one I'm seeing comps for around $75. There's a little bit of creasing in it, but you know what? You can get that out with steam. That's something that for some of these bags, I'm just gonna steam it out because again, it's very sturdy leather and you can steam out these creases, but still, even with some of the creasing still there, I think this will sell for, I'm gonna list it around 100 and see what offers roll in because I think it's so pretty and it's in really good condition. So that's super pretty. And then we have this Dooney and Burke crossbody as well. Cleaned up so nice. It has a little turn lock here. You saw me clean that with Brasso. So we have the brass all cleaned up on this. I don't see like the name of this one, so I could be wrong and you guys can help me out in the comments, but this kind of flat pocket crossbody with the little, it has like the little handle at the top. I see listings around 117. For this condition, I'm gonna price it at around that. And again, see what offers roll in. I'm trying to get an average of about $100 per bag, but I know that some will only sell for between 60 and 100, some will sell for more. But again, this is in such pretty condition, and I love that these are all crossbodies. Crossbodies are my favorite kinds of bags because they just are so easy to carry around. You can have your hands free. And this one is pretty much identical to this one. It's just in a little bit more worn of condition, and it is missing the crossbody strap. So this one will probably be one that sells for, you know, 30 to 40 just because of that condition. And so I'll price that a little bit lower to compensate. So this one right here is on the Dooney and Burke website. This is the vintage version, but I think that, again, this is either just a classic they've continued to have on their website or they're reproducing it. This is the all-weather leather bucket bag, and it's so pretty. This colorway is so beautiful. It still has the charm. It's absolutely gorgeous, and this one they're selling on their website for $300. This one, again, I'll price at around $150, $125, and we'll see what offers roll in. It's so pretty. We have another Dooney and Burke crossbody. This one's a little bit simpler. Same colorway as this one with the dark navy blue and like the camel leather. So pretty. Zip top. I don't see what this is exactly called, but I do see comps around $75. Future me will put up comps here to show you what they're called if I can find the names later. But yeah, we will price this at about $75 and see what offers roll in. This right here would be so exciting. I mean, if I had, darn it, I don't have the crossbody strap on this Coach bag. This is the Coach Court bag. It's a vintage court bag. So popular. If it only had the crossbody strap, this could go for a lot more, maybe around $300. I think though, even without the strap, I see a sold comp on Poshmark for $120. I'm still gonna price it because it's beautiful and it's the dark brown. I'm gonna price it at like $150 and see what offers roll in. But yeah, this is just such a beautiful classic bag. That turn lock, it's just so like buttery soft. I wish you guys could reach through the camera and feel this leather because it's just, this Coach leather, I can see why they're so sought after. It's so supple and buttery and sturdy. The craftsmanship is so good. So that's what we're gonna aim for with that one. This is the vintage. I have quite a few of these actually, not identical to this one. This one's a little bit different in that it has like these studs on the bottom and it's a more structured base. It is still a crossbody. This is the Essex bag. And you can tell it's the Essex bag because you'll see that like the duck logo and then the little loop here that it like tucks into. It's so beautiful. It's so cute. Again, the leather is so soft on this one. Vintage made in USA. All of these are made in USA vintage, which that was what drew me to this in the first place. This one, I see a listing on Etsy. This one sold for $250 on Etsy. I don't know if this will go for that much on eBay or like Poshmark, but I am gonna price this at around $125 probably. You're gonna hear me say that a lot. Price it high and see what offers roll in. I do see this listed on Poshmark for $75. This little cream crossbody, again in beautiful condition with like the camel lining. We'll aim for $75 for this little crossbody. It reminds me of this little red one that I showed you earlier. This was so cute, I thought. Oh my gosh. So when I saw the pictures, I thought this was the full-size bucket bag. It's not. It's okay. It's not. It is a mini. The cutest Dooney & Bourke mini bucket bag in absolutely beautiful condition. I mean, this is beautiful. So it's absolutely held up so well. Comps are kind of, I see a lot of varying comps for this bag, but I think it's so adorable. You know, I'm going to price it. Someone has it at $189 on Poshmark. Some people have sold it for $40. So the comps are wild and they're like all over the place. But again, if comps are kind of crazy, I'm gonna price it on the higher side, probably at around 100. It's so cute. I'm like, this could be the cutest. Like if I weren't gonna keep the red one, I would probably keep this one because I think it's just darling. So I love like the ones with the top strap. So we have a crossbody strap and the top handle in case you wanna hold it, this little messenger bag. This Dooney & Bourke, again, probably around $100 for that one. Oh, this one was so cute too. This is the Vintage Coach red mini backpack. It has the charm still. I love finding backpacks of like Dooney & Bourke, Coach, anything. Really like Loungefly backpacks. Like any kind of fun, cute leather backpack is so popular, especially with Gen Z right now. So this, I don't see this color, this burgundy color, hardly anywhere. Comps are around 150 for this, but I'm kind of thinking it'll go for more. I think it's just rare. You know, people find the black ones or the brown ones, but the red ones are just, you just don't see them that often. So I'm gonna price this high because my gut is telling me that this will go for good money. This one right here is the original Dooney & Bourke all-weather leather crossbody, and you can see that it says all-weather leather here. And it's in such beautiful condition. I cleaned up the brass on this as well. Oh, I love these crossbodies. It cleaned up so nicely. You know, I see a listing on Poshmark for $125. That's probably what I'm gonna aim for. This apparently, according to the Dooney & Bourke website, is their best-selling bag. Just over all of the decades that they've been selling bags, this style. I don't know, I'm like, is it? Because I would think that like their Essex bag is more popular. I don't know. But this should still sell for really good money. It's so darling. Cleaned up great. This is another Coach rare one. In the red, you don't find this like cherry red very often at all. This is the Coach Legacy Crescent bag. Is that right? This one though is flat pocket, so let me find the one that's not. Okay, maybe this is the Janice Legacy or the Crescent Legacy. It's one of those. I will do more research. I see a sold listing for 170 on eBay, so I think it's fair to say that this will sell for about that. It's absolutely beautiful. And this one right here is the same. It is the identical bag to this one. It just does not have a crossbody strap. This is another just all-weather leather bucket bag. It's in black and it has the charm. Crossbody strap, we will cry for it because I wish that it was there. But this one still should sell for around 100. That's kind of what I'm gonna aim for. This is called, I didn't know what this was called. This is the Dooney & Bourke Whispers of Lace all-weather leather handbag. And it's almost like just a little, it's like a little doctor's bag. It has the top zip, it has the charm. It's so cute. It doesn't have the crossbody strap. We're fine with that though. It's in beautiful condition. I was able to clean up the edges as best I could. There was a little bit of cracking, but we were able to fix that up actually. And it looks beautiful now. And I think this will sell very, very well. I see a listing for 134 because it's got a little bit more wear at the corners. I mean, even though I repaired it, I'm probably gonna sell this closer to 75 just to kind of help compensate for that, but still, it's in absolutely beautiful condition. I think it's just darling. We've got a vintage Dooney & Bourke Essex bag. This, again, you can tell because it has that little buckle with the strap that goes into it. It has the duck on the other side. This one is really pretty pebbled leather, has the charm, has the crossbody strap. This one is just iconic, sells for between 75 to 100. I think this is beautiful. I think I cleaned it up well. Shout out to me. And I think this will sell for, yeah, between 75 and 100. Dooney & Bourke crossbody. This one has like on the bottom, you can kind of, it's got like more structure. So this one will list probably at, and it plus, oh, the strap. I think the strap is really pretty. And this one has a unique strap versus all the other ones. It has like the navy blue out, like kind of lining the camel leather. And this one here, I would say like over 100. So we're gonna aim for that. Maybe 100 on these, 75 to 100. This is very cool. This is called the Dooney & Bourke. It's like a bucket bag, but it has this little strap that you can use. It's almost like a backpack, but it's a sling bag. So that's what they call it. The Dooney & Bourke sling bag in navy blue and like a dark chocolate brown. It's in really, really pretty condition. So beautiful. This one sells for about 150, 125 to 150. I see comps around 80 as well, but again, it depends on that condition. The only issue is there's a little bit of scuffing here. I tried to polish that up as best I could, and I think I've made it look much better. Like you can kind of, with the shine on it, you can barely see it, but I did try to polish that up there. So yeah, this is such a cute bag. Last but not least, we have another just turn lock. Again, no crossbody strap on this one, so I will have to sell it for a little bit less, maybe $40 to $60 is what I'll list this at. You know, somebody can buy their own little, you can buy like, I don't know, do people, if they're buying a vintage Dooney & Bourke, maybe they want the OEM or authentic original Dooney & Bourke's crossbody, but I think you can buy imitations on like Amazon or whatever, but I'm gonna leave that up to the buyer. I'll sell this for a little bit less, but it's still cleaned up so pretty, and I'm hoping that it'll still sell for a good profit. Let's talk about the shoes I picked up from Tommy's as well. You guys remember these Red Wing boots? I paid $50 for them. These are the Red Wing Weekender Chukka boots. And if you'll remember, when I picked them up, they had a bunch of creasing, but I got all the creasing out, or for the most part, because I just steamed them and I used Doc Martens Wonder Base Balm to kind of like oil them up again, and they look beautiful and they look really nice. These sell for between $150 to $200. Red Wing, these, like you can tell because of the sole, those are like the Weekender. I believe I'm saying that right. I hope I am. Otherwise, future me will correct this. But yeah, these will sell really well. The last pair I had of these, they were women's boots and they sold for $150. So these should easily sell very well. You saw the Dior heels. These are the Dior pumps. They're in beautiful condition. We see a listing on eBay for $200. I don't see sold comps for these because they're unique and they're different. I think, are they vintage? They might be vintage, they are authentic. And so again, paid 50 bucks. We will list these at about 200 and see if offers come in. If not, I can just lower it over time. But these are really beautiful. I love that chunky heel. So really good shoe finds today as well. I spent about $1,000 on absolutely everything. You guys saw these. When I picked them up, the toe was totally worn. And I promised you, I'm like, we can make that disappear. And I showed you with Allen Edmonds black leather shoe polish, you can totally transform the toe of black shoes that is worn away. And it's absolutely like crazy the difference that it makes. So I'm trying, camera, please focus on these. It's like not wanting to. Here we go. You can see that it really looks so shiny and so pretty. And that is thanks to the Allen Edmonds shoe polish. And I also was able to use edge dressing and shine up the heels as well. So these Thea clogs sell for around $50. I paid $3. It was worth it. Took about 2 minutes to clean them up. 100% worth that investment. I'm really glad that I picked these up on a whim because they looked really nice and really well made. The brand is Vivea, and these square-toed booties, I think these are called, I looked them up, future me will have them up here if I can't remember, but these sell for between $50 and $60. They're really expensive, so yay. Last but not least, we have these shoes that I picked up and I was like, what are these? They feel nice. I could not read the interior sole what they said, but I figured it out. I did some sleuthing. These are Beckett Simonin, which is a brand I have picked up before. They're a men's shoe brand. I don't know, do they make women's too? They might. These are suede, I think these are the Reed lace-up suede shoes. They have leather laces, which is something I haven't really seen. These should sell for around $50 to $60. Those are the comps that I see. So all in all, We have over $4,000 from my initial $1,000 investment. We have over $4,000 in sales, leaving me with like a net profit around $2,000. Alrighty, I'm coming at you months later. Is this future Ashley? Because I wanted to give you guys a full update on how these purses have sold after 4 months. So it's been 4 months since I've listed them all. I've gotten them cleaned. And you know, it can be a journey. When you make a big purchase like this, it's not always an immediate ROI. So I think that's important to disclose. You know, usually when I make these videos, I'm like always behind. So I'm trying to like get them out as quickly as I can. This one I sat on so I could give you a report back. So thank you for joining me on this long journey. It's a long video, but I'm going to report back what has sold so far. And of course I have leftovers. If you guys want to use code HUSTLE30, you can buy any of the purses that are still there for 30% off if you choose to. But I have sold 15 of the purses, so about half have sold in the 8 months. And again, I did price them on the higher side because in retrospect, I did kind of pay up for them. As I sort of predicted, the Dooney bucket bags did sell quickly. Actually, one buyer bought both bucket bags for $250 total. So cute. I'm so glad they love them. They are darling. The green Dooney bag did sell for almost $90. That hunter green, so cute. The classic Dooney equestrian bags, Surrey bags with the flat pocket, those more classic looks, those both sold, the blue and the white. And the cream one sold for $90, $67, and then $75 each. The classic all AWL cavalry bag sold for $50, the black one. Very happy with that. And then of the Coach, we've had some big sellers there. The one that was kind of like in special condition that was a little torn up, the court bag that had no strap as well, that sold for just $75, which, you know, the fact that it was not in great condition and it still sold for $75 speaks volumes about what Coach does. It sells for such good money. The Coach Legacy crossbody, the red one, sold for $200. Yes, please. The Waverly brown bag, the shoulder bag, sold for $150. The Madison bag sold for $230. Obsessed with that. And then we're still waiting on the Coach. That one I priced high. The vintage Coach cream bag I did sell to a friend for a few $100s. I gave her a great deal because she is a Coach collector. And I was like, I got you. We did sell a bunch of the shoes. The Beckett Simonon sold for $60. The Red Wing sold for $175. I was like, these ones will move. I knew they would. And then the Dance Goes that cleaned up so beautiful, those sold for $31. They sold very quickly. We're still waiting on the Christian Dior. Those ones I know as well. We'll just take time to find the right buyer. Well over $2,200 in sales so far. And I still have 12 items that I'm kind of waiting on to sell. Again, I'm pricing higher. That is the trick with expensive items. You are pricing higher and you're waiting on those items to sell. You're kind of going for the slower dime. It's a different business model. I think it's totally fine. It's totally fun. This was such a fun journey with you guys. I have more than made my money back and I will continue to make my money back. I've front loaded all of that effort and I'm just seeing the money come in later. But again, there's that other side of the coin where you go to the bins, you flip stuff really quick and you see that fast nickel. So it just depends, but this was such a fun journey. Tommy is amazing. I need to go back to his store like yesterday because there are so many cool things to find. But more than anything, I appreciate all of you for joining me. So thank you again. If you like videos like this, subscribe, join me. This is such a fun journey. We do all kinds of cool stuff on this channel where we flip things for cheap. So thanks again, and I will catch you in the next one.